Hello everyone and welcome back to The Ride, and today we're going to be looking at a game called Rigs of Rods. Rigs of Rods is a soft body physics game that was released in 2005 and is sort of an indirect predecessor to BeamNG.drive. In about 2011, some of the developers of this game went and created a little game that you might have heard of called BeamNG.drive. Yeah, so this is obsolete now. It's kind of abandoned and no one really cares about it, but I just thought it'd be interesting to revisit it. Soft body physics before BeamNG.drive. Now, I have gone in here and installed a couple of mods. Most of these are built in. There's so many built-in maps. See some of these modifications. You could definitely see that the graphics are definitely a step down. That is to be expected, so I'm just going to load this map here. Okay, so one thing that you might notice is there are humans in this universe. As far as I know, there are no humans in the BeamNG universe, but there definitely are here. This is pretty much just the placeholder for when you don't have a car. Think about in BeamNG.drive, you have the snowman or the cylinder on top of a sphere. So I'm going to spawn up a vehicle here. Cars aren't the only strong point in this game. In BeamNG.drive, it's mainly oriented around cars, but in this game, there's a lot of heavy machinery. But just for the example of this video, right now, I'm just going to spawn up a car. You can see there are lots of vehicles. Many of them don't even have thumbnails, but how about let's load up the 1949 Ford Club Coupe. And right here, it has an engine sound. And it is a bit choppy. You might not feel that. It's not very well optimized. I mean, it's not awful. I have the graphics cranked all the way up. And the cars handle fine. They kind of handle like what you'd expect. I'm not really sure if there's tire deformation in this game. I'll take a look right here. Is there? And yes, there is. There does actually appear to be tire deformation in this game. You can see there the tire, you can see the white wall sort of being squished. So that is pretty interesting. That probably gives a very good centrifugal force and tire model, if that makes any sense. Sounds aren't the best, but again, up until I can't remember 3 years ago, BeamNG.drive had the same car sound for every single vehicle. And I'll even show you a car that has that specific sound, engine sound, in this game. There is indicators in this game. Light flares aren't the best, but you know, it's an old game. I just wanted to show it to you all. The interiors aren't that bad. I mean, I've noticed the quality does differ a lot between things, and this is one of the better modeled vehicles, and it's got working gauges, an interior mirror that doesn't seem to work. The cars feel very good to drive, sort of like BeamNG.drive, how when you make an input it sort of feels like you're actually doing something to the car. And I feel like lots of simcade racing games like Forza Horizon 5 sort of miss that feel. Like, you feel very disconnected from the vehicle. Maybe I just need to tweak the steering assist settings, because maybe that's just taking over control. You can see we have a free view cam with lots of lag. This is just one of the city maps. I'm a fan of city maps, so I just thought we'd start with that. So one thing that makes this pretty interesting is there is a node grabber in this game. Now, it won't actually show the nodes, but you can definitely pull on parts of the car. And at this point, you can probably hear that crash sound effect. Make it again. It kind of has that old BeamNG crash sound effect from back in the day. Now, I'm just going to respawn and crash into something, because this is a soft body physics game after all. Slow motion in this game, and you can see in the corner of the screen I'm actually speeding it up and slowing it down. So I'm actually just gonna, and look at that. Soft body physics from 2005. It's quite remarkable. I imagine how bad frame rates you'd get on an older computer. I have a very good computer and even this is suffering. And I'm not sure if that has to do with the physics or the graphics. It could be both. Yes, you press plus and minus to change the time of day. So you can see the stars are going around and it is daytime again. It's about time I try another vehicle. There's so many vehicles. Yeah, a Dodge Viper. And there isn't really a color picker. It's more of just a selector. You can see with different liveries. That must just be the way the system works, but you can see I kind of like this forest green here, so I'm just going to choose this Viper. And it feels kind of small. I'm not sure if that has to do with the camera. And we have a very muffled car sound effect. And this car is trying to drift. So I might as well just drift with it. There we go. And I can even drift in this game. Sure, all the assists are on, and the tire skid mark sound effect isn't the best, but it feels very loose and rear heavy, or just like it doesn't have any traction on the rear. Yeah, the physics aren't too bad, and there's no crash sound effect. Yeah. Alright, well, I'm going to choose another map, and I will be back. Okay, I am back, and with this map is called the Aura Proving Ground, so it's kind of just a test map for the cars. You can see there's some things to crash into. I'm pretty sure those are checkpoints, so if you just drive around them, you'll like have to do a lap or something. So whatever this is, lots of them don't have thumbnails, and right now I know what this looks like. So this is a pickup truck without an upfit. So there is a diesel sound effect. It probably is a diesel, and you can see we are making quite a bit of boost, which is pretty cool. These camera controls are pretty impossible, and that loop, audio loop, is very bad. But we're almost hitting 200 kilometers an hour, and we're gonna crash off into the distance here. Yeah, and the engine does die when you go into the water. That is a mod. That is a mod too. You know what? Let's choose this, and just like what they're doing, what the thumbnail's doing, I'm gonna get another car, drive over it, because I guess that's what monster trucks are for. I think this is one of the cars with the old sound effect for the engine. Oh, I didn't know there was actually a mini-map with you can teleport places. Wow, that is cool. Look, I can... And the green things are vehicles, so that is pretty cool. I actually didn't know that existed. Alright, so I'm going to go back to this car and show you the amazing engine sound. And it certainly does rev higher than than the sound in BeamNG.drive back in the day. And if you're new to BeamNG.drive, as I said already, this is pretty much what all the cars' engines sounded like, regardless of what engine they realistically had. Like, from inline 4s to flat plane V8s, they all had just this sound effect. This sort of just sounds like a regular V8 here. And I think the only exception to that was the Ibishu Corvette, which actually had, I think it was a sound effect from another game, ported from another game. And I remember back in the olden days, I used to like driving the Corvette because it had that sound effect. I remember I saw a show actually with one of these in it. They were restoring one. They're pretty big and heavy, if you didn't notice. That is a very strange brake squealing sound effect. Ooh, will it make it over? Let's see. Yes, it will. You know, that was pretty easy for this absolutely massive truck. And the steering wheel does appear to be centered, something I haven't seen a lot before. Oh yeah, that was easy. But can it make it up this hill? No it can't. That's okay, I wasn't expecting it to. It's pretty heavy. Right, so I'm just gonna get rid of this. Choose another vehicle, how about the Honda Accord? And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try and do one of these time trials. I'm pretty sure last time this one did. There we go. Race fast road course started. Good luck. And we have a little arrow in the top left telling us which way to go, which is pretty helpful. There's tons of roads branching off. No, I missed a checkpoint. Oh yeah, my school laptop, or just my laptop in general, is pretty bad, so when I want to play a sandbox car game, I normally just play this, because playing BeamNG.drive on an 8-year-old laptop is actual pain. I died. That's not good. Yeah, my car is crunched. So, I guess we couldn't complete that time trial. I guess it just wanted us to go at 300 kilometers an hour, which really isn't feasible in a old Honda hatchback. So, time to choose another map, and I guess another one we can go for is the Top Gear test track. Alright, there was a Top Gear test track map for BeamNG, and I'm not sure, and it was really old, and I'm not sure if it was ported from this game to that game. This is some rusty old Mitsubishi van. That is the worst engine sound ever, because I can only hear the engine sound in my left ear. But at least it handles somewhat well. Ooh, and I went the wrong way. I have not watched Top Gear in a very long time, and I'm supposed to go this way, and then... Yeah, okay, then I turn sharp right. Then I'm supposed to loop around this way. The quality of the cars does vary. This one doesn't have any textures in the interior. How about another street car, of course, but something a bit more modern. Oop, we're losing traction already. Not the best start. There we go, 11 of 13, now I've got to turn, but the road's in my blind spot. There we go. 1 minute and 37.7073 seconds. The game itself sort of has died, and the community is pretty dead. It's not completely dead, which means you can get vehicles like this. Tesla Cybertruck. Hey, it's completely silent because it's electric. Even the drifts are silent because Bluetooth tires or something, because it's the car of the future. So I'm just gonna crash it because, I mean, how does a polygon deform? It doesn't. Elon Musk has officially made the strongest car in the world. By eliminating polygons, he's able to create an indestructible vehicle that just does a California squat when you crash it. So this is the highest axle count in the game, at least that I'm aware of. And it's pretty nimble for its size. It's a portable wrecker. I'm not really sure what that is. Probably something to do with construction. And yeah, it likes to do that. It's pretty top heavy. Wow, I can roll coal. I didn't know diesels revved that high. Yeah, I don't know why the tires have spikes in them and are moving independently from the rims. Look at that. I'll just do a very tight turn here, and the flexing isn't that realistic, but it's pretty good for the time. This is just one of the lower poly models, and I'm just gonna crash it, I guess. Well, no sway bars apparently, and bounce. Alright, and the next one requires me to go back to the menu, and you probably see here, multiplayer. What do you mean multiplayer in a dead game? And I think these are official, I'm not sure, but yeah, they are. And there's 3 people on this, and terrain any. Any? What does that even mean? Like, how can you have any terrain? That wouldn't work. Where's the admin? Can I just teleport to them? Where's the Roar bot and player 2? Okay, I teleported to player 2. Oh, I'm player 2. And where's this bot? I'm on top of an extremely tall building now, apparently. What happens if I jump off? Will I die? Oh no. This will not end good. Okay, this is an indestructible man. Player, 3 kilometers. Who's that? That person there. I have no idea how this multiplayer works. Maybe it's just broken. Anyway, the last thing is Train Valley. So BeamNG does have some train mods, but this is something that's built in with the content pack. I'll just try the that trick with the other train. Maybe I can get it working. And there we go. I somehow managed to make this train go. That's actually really cool. You can just use your node grabber just to change the points like that. That's actually a very smart idea. Okay, I'm really not sure which way the points are set, so... Yep, okay. Okay, it looks like there's a station coming up. And we're pulled into the station. That's pretty cool. And I don't know, trains feel very implemented into this game. I don't know what it is, but trains in BeamNG.drive are just shaky, and they just don't feel very like it's supposed to happen. And not to mention that points need to be separate vehicles, which kind of sucks because, you know, that means you kind of have to place them in yourself. Also, that'll definitely lag your computer out. There we go. And I might as well just remove all of these just to make it run a little better. I don't know why I'm making boost on an electric train that doesn't even have overhead wires, unless if it's some sort of hybrid train, but I'm not really sure. I'm no train professional. Okay, we're joining back to some switch here. That looks like it's going to be a tight corner. Ooh. What? Oh, I crashed. I derailed the train. Oops. Now, I'm going to do some slow motion for this. The sound doesn't slow down with it, which is kind of weird. I'm not 100% sure that this is very realistic. Yeah, this train is actually indestructible here. I'm just gonna clean up the mess I made. It looks like the front of a monorail or something. It has a V8 or some engine in it. And I am actually train drifting in a soft body physics car game. Ooh. It looks like I'm going to derail though. Yeah, this won't be good. Okay. Turns out I can't multi-track drift this specific train. So I'm going to just yeet the train off the rails. And it's jittering side to side. Alright. Final destination ground. Ooh, can we land it on its wheels perfectly? No, too late, but... Ooh, ouch. And the engine is still running apparently. So I guess that will be the end of this video. I hope you liked it. If you did, consider like, sharing and subscribing. It does a lot to support the channel. And if you'd like to try this game out yourself, then just search Rigs of Rods in Google and it'll literally be the first result, and you can download it for free. And the link will also be in the description. I guess I'll see you in my next video.